This fan fiction and any related video are made purely for entertainment and imaginative purpose. It doesn't have any connection to either's real life. It's simply a fictional story made for enjoyment. I also just let you know there is a voiceover included. If that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to mute it. Otherwise, enjoy listening.
She looked at the mansion with big doe eyes, glazing it with open mouth as she found it huge for her pretty eyes. Wow, it's very big. My whole village can fit in it, she mumbled while looking at the mansion, but her auntie snapped her out. Why, Anne, where are you lost? Come with me. We don't have whole day. I want to introduce you, she said before pulling her hand walking towards mansion. Why, Anne? Whom you want to introduce? She asked in confusion. Auntie stopped before turning around to face her. To Mr. Prim, she declared in heavy tone. Ryan looked down before mumbling. Sorry, I know you are already frustrated and her words got cut by her aunt. It's not like that, Ryan, she said in soft tone, placing her palm on her arm. But you have to understand, it's not a village. You are in a city. Here people are different and maybe a little bit egoistic. My child, you are very innocent. Don't worry, Auntie, I'll be careful, she said while smiling brightly. Her auntie also smiled after hearing her words. I know you well, Yuan, but the main thing is that I'm with you, so there is no need of being worried. Just be aware, she said while looking at her. Pow! She exclaimed in loud voice. Yuan, behave, she said in a whisper while slapping her arm softly. Vine closed her eyes before nodding. Both of them hear a voice. They look up to saw a woman in her late 70s coming down towards them. She looked elegant in her dressing and a small smile was present on her face as she walked downstairs. Hello, Mrs. Kim, politely while bowing. That's fine, Mrs. Parr. Don't be formal, prim and polite. She's my Nysin, she said while pointing at Vine, who is still staring at Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim turned her gaze to Vine. She softly smiled. Your Nysin is beautiful. Vine smiled and looked down as she felt shy after hearing compliment from Mrs. Kim. Hello, ma'am, she said while bowing. Nice to meet you, dear. You don't have to be formal. Call me auntie, she said politely. Okay, I mean auntie, she immediately corrected, making Mrs. Kim laugh as she found it very cute. Mrs. Kim, have a seat. Let me bring something for you. Vine. Wow, auntie, this mansion is superb. Auntie shook her head before glancing at Vine. Vine immediately placed her index finger on her lips before signaling that she will stay quiet. Mrs. Kim placed snacks in front of them before sitting beside Vine. She smiled. Have it, dear. Let me give you a cup of tea. Vine immediately got up. Mrs. Kim gasped, putting the cup on the table before saying, I'm sorry, dear. Vine, it's okay, auntie. I'm alright. Mrs. Kim, do you do one thing? Go and change. Vine, oh, no, I'm all good. Auntie, yes, Mrs. Kim, we are just going home. Wine will change there. Mrs. Kim, no, dear, you couldn't go like this. There is a room upstairs next to the stair. You can change there. Wine looked at her auntie for confirmation. Auntie Park note. Okay, I will change. Mrs. Kim, yours Wine is super cute. Auntie, she's also a little clumsy. Which one is the guest room? She mumbled, confusing between two rooms in a straight hallway. While this room is quite like haunted place. But where is the dress? Why, it's a man's shirt. Whatever, I need to change and leave from this haunted room. Who paints the wall in black? What I'm doing? Just change Ryan before Auntie Park come here. Ryan was so busy in herself that she didn't notice that the bathroom door opened as a tall man came out with towel in his hand. He stopped his action as soon as he noticed a woman's back that was backless. Taehyungff, what the heck is this? Who the hell? She's in my room, and top of that, she's changing in my room. Let me give her a good lesson. Taehyungff took quite a major step. Dangerous smirk was plastered on his face while feasting down his hand. He suddenly hugged Ryan behind, pulling her close to him. Ryan gasped loudly, immediately started believing, but Taehyungff purposely held her tightly. What? Why are you struggling? Just enjoy. I know what are you here for. No,
I'm not that kind of girl, leave me. Taeyong, if you are not, then what the hell you are doing here?
And plans her heartbeat pound in fear, hearing his deep tone. She can sense the anger in his voice, gulping down the lamb in her throat. And Taeyong, don't you dare to lie. And sir, I, I lost the way. Taeyong, oh really? And yes, I'm sorry. I'll leave. Taeyong, I didn't set to leave. And I'm sorry. Please let me go. Taeyong, this false, innocent face wouldn't make me fool. Vine shook her head vigorously, her body trembles in Taeyong's hold. She cried, Vine, no, let me go, let me go. Taeyong, shut up, shouting loudly while glancing at her. Vine, so feeling caged and suffocating. Enough, Taeyong. A voice came out with authority. Taeyong looked at the direction of sound. He signed before stepping back while glancing at Vine. Anna, you are shouting again and at this poor girl. Taeyong, she entered my room without permission. Anna, maybe because someone forgot to label the guest room properly.
Taeyong clasped but stay silent. Anna stepped closer to Vine, gently take the shut from her hand. Anna, it's all right, dear. You don't know. Go and change in the guest room. It's one next door. Vine wiped her tear quickly and not blowing deeply. Vine, I'm sorry, ma'am. I really didn't. Anna, shoo, it's okay. Go on. Vine hurries out, closing the door behind her. Taeyong exhales sharply, still irritated. Anna folded her hand, giving him an annoying look. Anna stand near the window, her cane leaning against the wall, her right leg moved swiftly, her walking slightly uneven as turned to her brother. The soft sound of a limb is familiar to the both of them. It's part of their childhood. Anna, you need to learn to stay clean with women, Taeyong. Not everyone is here to hurt you. Taeyong, she broken into my room, Anna. What was I supposed to do? Welcome with a smile? Anna, maybe not a smile, but at least not thunder and lightning neither. Taeyong exhaled sharply, looking away. Anna slowly sit beside him, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. Anna, you are not the same angry boy anymore. You have built an empire. You have everything except peace. Taeyong, peace doesn't exist in our world. You know then better than anyone. Anna looked at him with sadness in her eyes. Her lump like acne slightly, but she ignored it, keeping her voice steady and warm. Taeyang, you were a child when life made you fight like a man. I couldn't protect you. Back then, I barely stand for myself. Taeyang, I may be older, but you become my strength. You were the one who stood for me when I couldn't stand for myself. Taeyang finally looked at her, his expression still cold, but his eyes softened for the first time. Taeyang, you are the only reason I'm still standing, Anna. You are the more than a sister to me. You are the only family I left. Anna, then listen to your family. Don't let your past decide how you treat others, especially that poor girl. She looked terrified. Taeyong remained silent. He doesn't respond, but deep down her word hit him harder than he had admitted. Anna gently pat his hand before standing with her can. Anna, next time if she walk accidentally into your room again, try not to scare her to death. Taeyong, if she ever does, I'll fire her before she screams. Anna, you'll do no such things. Good night, little brother. She limped out gracefully, her warm leg in the cold air she left behind. Taeyang watched her go. His tough face card cracked just a little. He leans back on the sofa, whispering to himself. Taeyang, you always forgive too easily, Dee. Vine shut door behind her, let out a deep sigh, clenching the shirt Mr. Kim gave her to wear. She plowed into the bed, puffing her cheeks in frustration. Vine, unbelievable. That rude man shouting like I've stolen his mansion. What am I supposed to do? Put up a be aware of CEO sign on every door. Vine, who allowed you here? He said, intimate Sting's deep voice. I did, Mr. Scary Eyes. Your grandma told me to. She shook her head, laughing softly to herself. I swear, his face looked like he eats people for breakfast. Poor future wife. Oh, wait, who would even marry that attitude? Fine, great fine. You just start working here and already created a horror movie scene. If this continues, I'll break some antique vase next time, be thrown out with broom. Fine. Okay, claim down. Deep breaths. Just avoid him, smile at grandma, Mrs. Kim, follow Auntie Spark rule, and maybe pose making a face. Maybe don't walk into a random billionaire's bedroom again. She signed dramatically and flopped back on the bed, again staring at the ceiling with pout. Fine, haunted mansion or not, this place is too much for my poor heart. Cover her face with pillow, muffling a laugh while somewhere downstairs things still fuming about that maid. Downstairs, Mrs. Kim and Mrs. Parker seated on the sofa, sipping tea, chatting calmly. Just then, Vine tiptoeing down the grand Staircase dressed neatly in clean outfit, her nervous smile stretched wider than necessary. Mrs. Kim. Ah, there is she. You look fresh, dear. Vian. Ah, yes, ma'am, fresh like lemon juice. Mrs. Park raised one eyebrow, her sharp eyes glazed, landing on Vian. Vian phrased mid step. Mrs. Park. What did you do? Vian. Nothing, absolutely nothing, just a tiny accident, like almost invisible accident, not even worth of mentioning. Mrs. Park crossed her arms, her expression saying like this girl is again. Mrs. Park. Invisible accident. Vian Sharma, every time you say tiny accident, my blood pressure goes up. Ryan laughed nervously, looking at the floor like a guilty child caught stealing candy. Hey, hey, I mean, it's not that bad, auntie. Just wrong room, wrong man, wrong timing. Mrs. Park. Oh Lord, what did you do this time? Ryan. I thought it was guest room, but apparently it was the boss room. Mrs. Park eyes widened. She slowly set up her tea down, placed her hand on her forehead like a dramatic movie heroine. Mrs. Park, you went into Mr. Kim Taehyung's room. The man who can fire people by blinking. Why? Yeah, he blinked a lot, thought maybe I'm safe. Mrs. Park sighed deeply, half annoyed, half defected, and gently taps Ryan's forehead. Mrs. Park, this girl will make me lose my job before I retire. Mrs. Kim, let it her be. Mrs. Park, she'll bring a bit of cheese, exactly what this quiet mansion needs. Ryan's eyes spark as she looked at Mrs. Kim, who smiled unknowingly. Meanwhile, Mrs. Park just shook her head, muttering under her breath. Spark, she's a more like disaster trap in a cute face. One giggle clutching her apron proudly as if disaster was a compliment. The sound of four light footsteps upon the grand staircase. Anna descended gratefully, her limb noticeable, but her face glowed with clean kindness. Vine instantly straightened her posture, holding the tray nervously. Vine, namaste, ma'am. Anna's eyes gently studied Vine for a moment. She noticed the girl's shy posture, the slight tremor in her voice, and the innocence on her face. Anna, namaste, Vine. You seem very young. You shouldn't be focusing on your study instead of working. Anna, oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm just worried. That's all. Is there any problem, Vine? Mrs. Park. Anna, her father passed away this year, and her mother's health isn't good. She need work, and I didn't let her struggle outside alone, so I brought her here. This place is safe, and she's under my care. Anna, I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't know. From now on, we are friends, okay? If anyone bothers you or if you ever need anything, come to me. I'll be like your elder sister. Ryan, okay, Anadi. Anna chuckles softly, pats her head. Mrs. Kim watched the scene with tender smile, her eyes glancing brief upstairs where Tang's room door remained closed. Mrs. Kim, seems like our house finally has a little sunshine again. Mrs. Kim, so Ryan, you can start working from tomorrow. Ryan, okay, Auntie. Mrs. Park, Mrs. Kim, I really think you should talk to your master about this before Ryan join. Mrs. Kim, Anna, when you are coming back? It's been so long you went to another city for work. I'm missing you. This I know, my queen. I will come back as soon as my work is done, and I'm missing you too. Anna, I'm waiting. In the evening, Ryan stand at the vegetable stall, her dupatta tacked carefully, holding a small cloth bag in one hand, some coin in other. Ryan, brother, how much is it? Shopkeeper, 300 rupees, madam. Wine, 300, but you said 1 kilo 60 rupees. I only took 3 kilos. Shopkeeper, I said 60 each, but now the price increased. You people never listen properly. Wine, but bhaiya, you told me 60. I even confirmed twice. Shopkeeper, oh ho, now you are calling me a liar. This girl come buy things and then refuse to pay. Such a fraudster. Right. No, no, I didn't. Please, I wasn't trying to cheat you. I swear I was just. Shopkeeper slammed his hand on counter, pretending to look offended. Shopkeeper, you think because you are pretty you can trick people? Shameful. The crowd begins to whispering louder now. Vine's heart pound her throat. Vine, I didn't mean. Please listen. A man's voice. That's enough. The crowd quiet instantly. Vine turned slowly, startled. A tall man stand behind her, crisp shirt sleeve rolled up, confidence in every inch of his posture. His eyes are sharp, his expression unreadable. Man, if you are so sure she's a fraud, then prove it. You said the price changed. Fine. Where's your rate chart? Or maybe you decide number depending on your customer's face. The shopkeeper's mouth opened, but no word came out. The man titled his head slightly, his eyes narrowing in quiet authority. Man, cool, you're shouting in public to hide your own scam. Not very smart, are you? Shopkeeper, sir, I didn't mean, I thought she's trying to. Man, you thought wrong. And before you try another lie, remember there are law against cheating and defamation. You couldn't yell at someone to cover your own theft. The shopkeeper lowered his eyes, muttering, apologize. The man gestured towards Wine to take her bag. Man, take your vegetable, miss, and don't pay a single extra rupees. Wine looked at him, her heart racing for a moment. She forgot how to speak. Man, thank you. I didn't know what to do. Man, next time, don't let anyone walk over you. Even the quiet ones can speak up. Wine nodded with small smiles, looking down and adjusting her cotton bag. The tall man looked straight to her. Man, my name is Jay. I'm a lawyer. Jay. And you are? Wine. My name is Wine. Wine Sharma. Jay. Okay, Miss Wine Sharma. Now I have to go, but I hope we'll meet again. He gives her a small, polite smile, the kind that feels genius, not practiced, before turning and walking through the busy lane, dipping into the crowd. Wine stand there for a few seconds, blinking at the direction he left. The wind slightly lifted her dupatta. She whispered, smiling softly. Wine, not everyone in the city is rude after all. It's early morning in Kim Mansion. Wine, dressed neatly in the maid's uniform, carried a tray of flour to the living room. Mrs. Kim, good morning, Wine. You are up early today? Wine, good morning, Auntie. I thought I could help in kitchen too. Mrs. Park already warned me not to break any plate. Anna, you are doing well, Wine. Everyone in the house already like you. One beam proudly taking a loose strand of hair behind her hair, she glanced at the Anna and noticed the Mangalsutra glittering around her neck, a faint stir of sindoor on her forehead. And Ananti, you are married? Anna, yes, my husband is working in another city right now. He always finds time to call me every night, no matter how busy he is. Wine, you love him a lot, don't you, Anadi? Your face is literally glowing, Anna. And he loves me more. I'm lucky, I'm suppose. Wine, wow, that's so sweet. You both look perfect together. Suddenly, the rhythmic sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the grand staircase. The warm air in the room instantly shifted. One smile froze in mid-sentence. She slowly turned her head towards the stair. There is Kim Taeyong, dressed sharply in a black suit. His expression unreadable. His movement precise. The morning sunlight catches on his waist watch as he adjusts his muff lines, walking with an air of dominance and silent authority. Anne's eyes widened slightly, her breath hitching without even realizing. She quickly stepped behind Anna, picking out just like a small little child hiding from a strict teacher. Oh, come on, Vine. He's not a lion. Vine, he looks like one, thought a scary one. White back her laughter while things passed by, not sparing them even a glance. His face remained blank, serious. His aura cold but commanding, the faint scent of his college, and again the air. He stopped briefly near the door to grab his car key. Mrs. Kim, Theong, breakfast is ready. Eat something before you go. Theong, I'll eat at the office. Wine, even his footstep sounds angry. Does he ever smile? Anna hears her and burst into soft laughter, slightly nudging Wine's shoulder. Anna, you'll get used to him. Looks scary inside. He's well inside. He's still my little brother. Why? Then your little brother could scare an entire city, Anadi. Anna laughed out this time, covering her mouth. Mrs. Kim joined in. Wine. If he eats this, maybe he wouldn't shout at anyone today, or maybe he'll still shout, but with a full stomach. Anna, wine that smelled delicious. Did you make this for Theon? Wine, yes, Anna. The Mrs. Park said he always skip meals, so I thought. Anna, good girl. Actually, I was thinking of taking his lunchbox to the company myself. I need to stop by the temple on the way anyway. Wine, oh, we are going out. Should I stay here? Anna, no, come with me. Mrs. Kim went out for shopping, and I don't want you to be alone. And you will see the company too. It's quite big. Wine, but Anna, the what if he see me and gets angry again? Anna, don't worry, my brother wouldn't bite. He may act cold, but he has manners. Wine manners? The way he shouted last time, I thought he would throw me out of the window. Anna, you are funny one. Come on, let's go before he finished the lunch at the office cafeteria. Anna, that's the Kim Empire business area. Taehyung handles all the operation himself. Wine. Oh, no wonder he looks so serious. Maybe he counts money in his sleep. Anna. Oh no, it's Temple Trustee. I had promised to stop by for a few minutes. Anna, when can you do me a small favor? One favor? Anna, yes, take this inside and give it to my brother. His office is on the top floor. The staff will guide you, and I'll join you right after the temple. One eyes a wide and panic flash across her face as she stared at the shiny building, then at the lunchbox in her like it's a bomb. And me alone. But what if he yell at me again? Anna, he wouldn't. Just say, I send you. And remember, be confident, Ryan. And away before stepping into the car again, leaving Ryan standing in front of the massive building, clenching the lunchbox like a shield. Ryan, okay, Ryan, take deep breath. It's just lunchbox. You're not facing a lane. You're just feeding one. The gleaming lobby of Kim Corporation employee walk like this. The reception busy answer call and the air smell of expensive coffee and stress. Receptionist, Mr. Jin, there's some news. The new inspector is coming today. Jungkook, inspector for what? Receptionist. It's for media. They often demand the truth behind the big company. Wanted to know what exactly we are selling. So there is an inspector for that. She will just check some basic information. Jungkook. So how does she look? Receptionist. Apparently she's a bit different. Last time she came dressed like a film detective, long French coat, magnifying glance, and all people thought it was Halloween. Jungkook. You are kidding, right? Honest, I wish I was. Just be careful, sir. She might show up in the some weird outfit again. No one knows how she looks. She changed every time. Jungkook, great, a dramatic inspector, just what this company needed. Start walking through the long, quiet hallway of the top floor, thinking how to explain this to Taeyong. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he spots someone entering through the glass door. A woman holding lunchbox, slightly talking softly to herself. Wine. Okay, top floor office of Mr. Kim. Simple, just give the lunchbox and run before he say anything. Scary, easy, totally easy. Oh God, why there is so many door? Jungkook, weird behavior, talking to herself, carrying something suspicious. Oh no, she must be the inspector. Wine, please get up, mister. You're very heavy. If you don't stand now, I'll lose my hand and you'll break your head. Jungkook blinked, completely dazed, his heart thumping as he stared at her for a second. Everything else faded. Her eyes, her voice, even her weird form. It's all feel weirdly cinematic. Jungkook, is this what they mean by love at first fall? And mister, please stand up before people think I'm wrestling with you. Jungkook, thank you. Please, this way, ma'am. Van Bink in confusion, clenching the lunchbox. Van, this way? Where? Jungkook to Mr. Kim. He is waiting for you. Van, oh, okay. Quietly follow him, unaware that Jungkook thinks she's the inspector and he is leading her straight to the young's office while she's just there to deliver lunch. Wine. Why does everyone here look so serious? Is this a company or courtroom? Jungkook. Weird comment, self-talking, definitely the inspector. Oh god, Thing is going to murder me if she complain. Taeyong. Our new model success depend on precision, our wrong calculation, and the company's reputation fall within. Jungkook. Okay, clean down. She's the inspector. Let her do her things and leave before Taeyong bites someone's head off. And inspector, where? Jungkook. You. Never mind. Just go inside. Wine. So big and shiny. Why are there light on the wall? They could have just used a chalkboard like normal people. Waste of money. Of the women in the boardroom, elegant, perfectly dressed, look up and notice Wine standing awkwardly near the door. Lady board member. Excuse me, miss, who are you? Wine. Oh, hello, I'm Wine Sharma, lady board member. And what exactly are you here for? I'm here to give lunch to Mr. Kim. I told Anna that I don't want to go into the landscape, but she insisted, so here I am. Wine. Seriously, couldn't they have sent anyone else? What if the lion actually bites me? Woman covered her mouth, then mid sentence stopped writing as he laughter rips through the room. She's standing in the boardroom holding a lunchbox like an offering, smiling sweetly as he's tough. Taehyung, what is this? The laughter died instantly, silence. You could hear a pin drop. Blinked innocently, then waves the lunchbox slightly. One. Hello, Mr. Kim. I came here to give you lunchbox. Jungkook. Oh no, she's not the inspector. She's the lunch girl. One. He looked even scary up close. Wow, line fit perfectly. Taehyung. What did you say? One. I mean, line-hearted. Brave, strong leadership and all that. Taehyung. Jungkook and you in my office now. And oh god, I'm going to die. He is going to turn me into lunch next time. Jungkook gulp opened the door, both step and cautiously standing like a school kid about to get scolded. Taeyong sit behind his desk, arm crossed, eyes cold and unreadable. Taeyong, explain. Jungkook cleared his throat, stepping forward when her hides halfway behind him, picking out like a scared bunny. Sir, I thought she was Inspector. And Inspector? Jungkook, yes sir, the receptionist said the new inspector a bit strange. She said she's dressed weirdly, act funny sometimes, so weird. You thought I'm weird? Jungkook, no, 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 not weird, just unique. Unique, that's just a polite way to say weird. The receptionist said she wears strange clothes. You were talking to yourself, carrying a lunchbox and smiling at walls. What's I supposed to think? Fine. Talking to myself, that called motivation, positive thinking. Cook, positive thinking? Sure. Fine. And what's wrong with smiling at wall? Maybe they looked sad? Oh God, I should have just fallen on the floor when I had the chance. Behind the desk, Tang's pen stopped mid-air. His sharp jaw tightened as he exhaled slowly through his nose. Evaporating by the second, their voice bounced around the office like a sparrow fighting in a temple. Oh, Jungkook, out now. The word sliced through the air like blade. Jungkook froze instantly, winding, looking between two men. Taeyang's eyes are dark, lame, but dangerous. Jungkook, yeah, yes, sir. I instinctively follow, clenching her dupattas nervously, but before she can step out, Taeyang, not you, Miss Ryan. Before she can touch it, thund. Door slammed shut with a violent sound that echoes through the room. Wine flies conspicuous, their hands pressed against the door, his plump flat and just beside her, caging her in place. His presence looms dangerously close. She can feel the warmth radiating off the faint smell of his collagen mixing with the cold air of the office. Her entire body freeze. And he is evil. Definitely an evil spirit. Maybe if I chat mantra, he'll go away. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Turn around. Didn't move. She kept her eyes shut, muttering faster now like a scared child. No. Didn't you hear me? I said turn around. Think she stands frozen, praying harder. His jaw tightened, patient gone in one step. He grabbed her arm and turned her around, making her gasp in shock. Her eyes met. Her eye widened with fear. He's dark with anger. Air between them hums with intensity. I hate it when someone ignores my words. Yeah. Tell me, what the hell you were doing in my boardroom? Who let you in? Van, I came to give your lunchbox. Get lost and don't you dare to step inside the company again. Take a step forward, the sheer force in his voice making her glance back, tears well in her eyes. Without another word, she turned run out of the office, her footstep quick and uneven. The sound of doors slamming shut behind her lightning for a moment. Then stands still, breathing heavily, his expression unreadable. He looks down, the fallen lunchbox lying on the floor, half open, foot slip across the polished floor. Stand frozen near the elevator, a stack of files in his hand. He looked up just in time, see Ryan running out, eyes red, clenching her dupatta tightly. Damn it, it's my fault. I shouldn't have dragged her into that mess. Jungkook, nice going, genius. You just turned a lunch delivery into a trauma session. Anna sat in the living room, her usual cheerful expression soft, a cup of tea rest untouched on the table. She looked towards the main door, waiting. The front door opened with a quick one step, her eyes red, face pale, and shoulders slumped.
Anna, Wine, what happened? Wine doesn't answer. Her lips tremble before she rushes forward, her throwing her arms around Anna, hugging her tightly. Anna's eyes widen, then she immediately hugs her back, gently rubbing her head like a mother. Anna, hey, what's wrong? Why are you crying, sweetheart? Anna, did Theon? Before she could finish, Wine pulled back, immediately wiping her eyes with sleeve. Her words stumbled out at once, and trembling like a little girl complaining after being scolded. Wine, he shouted at me, and Adi, he threw the lunchbox just because I said sorry late. I swear I was trying to explain, but he looked like me. He wanted to eat me alive. I was scared. I didn't even look up. His eyes, they were like thunder clouds.
Wine, he said, get lost, Anadi. Don't come back. I didn't even finish talking. Nah, I'm sorry, Wine. I should have asked you to go. I didn't know he'd. Wine, no, Anadi, it's not your fault. You didn't shout at me. That walking warning sign did. Anna, walking warning sign? Who you are calling that? Wine, who else? The young G. And Anadi, you are laughing. Am I traumatized? Fine, I'm sorry, but you are walking warning sign, really? And well, he is. He walks like a danger music flow him. Even his shoes sound around angry. Anna, enough crying now, hmm? You'll make yourself sick. I didn't mean to cry that much. My eyes just started to leak on their own. Anna, you are too soft-hearted, Ryan. I should have known better before sending you there. I'll have words with them. Fine. No, Anna, please. I don't. He'll roast me alive next time if he find out I complained. And I'll handle it. Okay? You don't worry. From now, go home, rest. I'm giving you half day off. Wine, really? A half day? Anna, yes, really, you earned it after all that drama. Go get some rest. And but what about dinner? I can help you with the cooking. Anna, I'll make it by myself. Don't worry about dinner tonight. Really, I can cook a little and then go. No, Wine, I love cooking. It helps me to think. And you go home, wash your face, and sleep. You cried enough for one day, little baby. Wine, I'm not a baby. Anna, you were sniffing like one just a few minutes ago. Damn that girl. She turned my meeting into a playground, my boardroom full of laughter because of some normal girl with the lunch box. Damn, this will be her last mistake. I'll make sure she's out by tomorrow. Damn. Walks through the hole. Anna sit in the living room reading something but immediately look up when she see him enter. Anna, think can we talk for a Damn. Anna fired that new girl. Anna, fire her? Why? Damn, we don't need cook like her. Anna, damn, what's the problem? You are angry because of what happened today, right? It wasn't her fault. I told her to deliver your lunch. If you want to blame someone, blame me. Damn. Still, I don't want to see that girl in the mansion again. No, that's not fair, Taeyong. She made a mistake, yes, but firing her for it, that's cruel. She's a good girl. I really like her. Taeyong, but I don't like her at all. He stepped closer, his tone rising further. Taeyong, just fire her, Anadi. The mansion is my. I decide who stay and who doesn't. The words cut deeper than he intended. Anna's eyes widened, hurt flash across her face. She stepped back, her eyes moist, her voice trembled softly. Yeah, you are right. This mansion is yours. Who am I to decide anything? Before he can respond, she turned quickly, her step fast and unsteady as she headed towards her room. Taeyang's expression flatters, realizing hitting him like a punch to the chest. Anadi, no, wait. Taeyang, Anadi, please, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. Anna keep walking, ignoring her door closed with a quick click. Taeyang stopped outside. Just having lightly, he pressed his palm against the door, guilt written across his face. And today's a new start. I'll make breakfast so good even the walking warning sign will smile. Wine. Anadi, did you sleep at all? Anna, I'm fine, Wine. Just had a small argument last night. Wine, with whom? Anna, Taeyang, he told me to fire you. And freeze. The word hit her like a slap. Her cheerful expression vanished, replaced by disbelief, then anger. What? He what? Anna, Wine, please don't. And no, Anna, this is too much. You cried because of me. He had no rights to talk to you like that. Anna, why don't? He's still.
Late Vine, already staring down the corridor towards the young's room, her dupatta fluttering like a battle flag. Taeyong, how do I make Anadi smile again? She never looked at me like that before. He signed heavily, the sound of hurried footsteps break in his thought, the door opened without a knock, Vine burst in, eyes blazing. Taeyong, don't you know how to knock? Vine, don't you know how to apologize? He blinks, momentarily stunned by her tone. She marched closer, ignoring the intimidating radiating from him. Fine. How could you talk to Anadi like that? She's kind, she cared for you. You made her cry. Yeah, it's none of your corner. Fine. Oh, really? Because I was the reason she cried. If firing me made you feel powerful, congratulations, Mr. Kim. Mission accomplished. Fine. Don't worry. I'll leave. You don't have to fire me. I'll go by myself. She turned halfway towards the door but then stopped. Voice studies claim honest precising. But before I do, you should know something. It doesn't take strength to scare people, Mr. Kim. It takes strength not to hurt the one who care for you. Walk out, leaving Tang behind, lost in thought. His gaze stuck on her despairing figure. Something flickered, a rare emotion. He himself don't know. First time her words affecting him. Never in his whole life he listened to other women except his sister. So this is what silence feels like when she's gone. Young. Grandma, where is Anadi? Mrs. Kim. She went to the temple. Young. At this time, it's already late. Why would she go now? Mrs. Kim, because she was upset. She said she wanted to be alone for a while, alone with God. Not saying a word, Taeyong turned rush out of the mansion. Mrs. Kim watched him go, her expression softening, whispering quietly to herself. Mrs. Kim, maybe it's time you learn how to heal my boy. Taeyong cars reaches at the huddle outside the gate. He steps out, still in his office clothes, heart pounding with urgency. Enter the temple backyard. His eyes find Anna sitting at the wide marble step. Her dupatta loosely wrapped, her eyes distant and tight. The flicker flame of temple lamp glow against her tear-streaked face. Without hesitation, Taeyong walked up her, kneeling down in front of her. His voice came out loud, of almost breaking. Anadi, I'm sorry. Anna doesn't respond. Her hand rests limp in her lap, eyes still low somewhere far away. Taeyong, I should have shouted. I was angry at myself, at everything. I didn't mean what I said. Please don't shut me out. Anna looked down at finally, her expression worry, her voice faint but heavy with pain. Taeyong, just leave me alone for a while. Taeyong, no, Di, I couldn't. Not like this. Let's go home, please. You always been my strength. Without you, that mansion, that life, it's nothing. I can have everything, but without you, I'm nothing. His word precise through her anger, softening her heart. Anna, you're still same boy I raised, always too proud to say sorry, and but too kind to stay away. Hug her tightly, his eyes closing, the tension finally melting away. Few stepped behind the temple pillar, unseen by them. One stands, she had come to pray, a small offering in her hand, but frozen when she saw them. Watched the scene slightly, then kneeling, apologizing, hugging his sister. Her anger from earlier fear replaced by quiet surprise from the first time she saw not as a cold, heartless CEO, but a man with pain, someone who carries more loneliness than pride. And maybe he's not that bad. Anna, you know, there's one more thing you need to do. What now, Dee? And I ran back. Taeyong's expression hardened instantly. His shoulder turns, his brows tightened together. He looked away, gyrating. Taeyong, D. Anna, no excuse. She's a good cook. She's a good person. You overreacted. Wow, Taeyong slipped apart to argue, but the softness in Anna's eyes stopped him. He signed deeply, exhaling his frustration. Fine, I'll have her back. But if she make another mistake, even a one, she's fired. Anna smiled widely, slightly. The first time real smile she hid in days. Anna, she wouldn't. And you, my little brother, should learn to control your temper. Taeyong sang again, laughing quietly as if he glanced away like a scolded child. You already know I have anger. Shoot that girl. Just make it worse somehow. And I giggled softly, her laughter echoed society in the quiet temple air. Maybe that's a sign, People enter your life, test your patience. Huff again, but doesn't reply. He simply stands brushing imaginary dust off his pant. He turns to her softer now. Let's go back, Thee. Anna nodded with smile. As they walked towards the car, they moved ahead, opening the door for like a gentleman. He rarely let people see. Anna smiled proudly, getting in. When one of the temple pillar step out cuddly, she's has been standing there whole time unseen watching them. And please God keep them happy like that. Both brother and sister they have been through enough.
In early morning, Wine was stretching some clothes, passing her time while Mrs. Kim already left for Kim Mansion. Wine stay at home. The sudden sound of doorbell set her. She looked up confused. Who's that soldy? Standing at the doorway are her mother and Pooja, her older sister, her eyes widened in disbelief before instantly filling with tears. And Amma, Pooja di. The woman smiled warmly before pulling her into her tight embrace. One wrapped her arm around them, holding on as it never wanted to let it go. The familiar scent of the home sent old jasmine and warmth filled her heart. For a moment, she forgot everything else. Pooja, you have gotten thinner a little, and are they not feeding you properly? Fine, I'm fine, just being busy. Fine. What are you doing here? You were supposed to rest. Did you get discharged from the hospital already? Mother, yes, because now I'm fit and fine. And you went away so suddenly without even telling me. Her tone shifted to mock anger, her eyes narrowing in that familiar mother look. One shifted immediately, standing straight like a schoolgirl caught skipping the classes. You have become rebellious, Going off big cities without telling your amma. No, amma, I didn't go with stranger. I came here with Auntie Park. She's family. Mother, Auntie Park couldn't protect you from your mother's scolding. Why not? At least you could have told me. I would have come with you. And if you have come with me, then who would take care of Mama? You're responsible one, remember? Ja, responsible, yes, but not heartless. You run away so fast we thought you joined a film set. Why? Not yet. Maybe next time. Three women, Vaya, her mother, and Pooja sit together on the floor, surrounded by a plate of fresh fruits and half-finished cup of chai. The atmosphere is warm and peaceful. Madi, I need to tell you something. I was working in the big mansion, Kim mansion with Auntie Park. Everything was fine at first. The one day I went to deliver a lunchbox to that man. Mother, what man? Wan, Kim Taehyung, the owner, the walking warning sign. And he shouted at me in front of everyone, said I turned his meeting into a circus, and then he threw the lunchbox I made with my own hands. Mother, he did what? Wine. He threw it on the floor, Amma, and said I shouldn't step inside his company again. That man needs someone to throw him out of the company. How dare he treat my daughter like that? Pooja, Amma, claim down before you start marching to his office with the balan. Forgot about that job, Wine. You don't need to work for people
Why?
who don't respect you. Start
Wanted
looking for another one
something
tomorrow.
on my own.
Make you both proud. Pooja, hey, you still can. Pooja, we are good at something. Remember our sweet Amma's recipe, my hand, your magic touch. Don't we start selling them homemade sweet, authentic, traditional, full of love? Wine, sell sweets? You mean our sweets? Pooja, yes, our sweets. We can start small boxes for festival, wedding, local shops. I'll help you with marketing and you'll handle the cooking. Wine, yes, yes, let's do it. Oh my god, Pooja, this is perfect. Wine, energy? Standing at the door, Anna dressed elegant but with a faint lip as she stepped forward. Her face held her usual warm smile. Thought her eyes looked tired. Wine quickly moved aside, welcoming her in. Wine, please come, Energy. It's such a surprise to see you here. Step inside. Pooja and Wine's mother immediately stand greeting her with a polite smile. Wine's mother's expression softened as she noticed Anna's limp. A flicker of sympathy passes through her eyes. Mother, please sit. I'll get you some tea. Anna, I came to talk to you, Wine. I want to ask you if you had come back to the mansion. We will all be happy to have you again. Wine's smile fluttered just slightly. She again then for a second, then back up, her voice gentle but firm. Anna ji, I'm really grateful, but I couldn't come back. Anna, why not? Because I started something new, a small business selling sweets. My sister and Mama are helping me. Her eyes widened a little, her lips parting in surprise before she smiled that polished, graceful smile of her returning. Anna, oh, that wonderful news, Vian. I didn't know you could cook that well. I laughed softly, taking her hair behind her hair. Mother and Pooja shared a proud look glance. So that means you wouldn't be coming to Kim Mansion anymore. Vian, no energy. I started my own little journey now. Hold her gaze for a moment, then no, her expression soft, almost approving. Anna, that's okay. I wish you the very best, Vian. Maybe your business grow wide and sweet just like you. Anna ji, this is my sister Pooja and my mother Amma Pooja. This is Anna ji, my former boss and a dear friend from the mansion. Jane greeting warmly with both her charm easy and effortless. After a few minutes light conversation, Anna get up to leave and walked to the door smiling gracefully. Thank you for visiting Anna ji. It really means a lot. Anna paused at door to glance back at Wine. Her tone shift a touch of more thoughtful, her smile ignoring. Actually, Wine, before I go, I want to give you your first order. Wine, my first order? Anna, yes, there is a party at Kim Mansion this Sunday. Can you make sweets for our guests? Anna's eyes widened, shock and delight flashing across her face. She turned to Pooja, whose expression mirrored her own, eye widened and amazed. Pooja, did she just say what I think she said? Ryan and Pooja, really? And really, I'll be waiting for your sweets, Ryan. Don't be late. And thank you, Anadi. I'll make them with my whole heart. You wouldn't be the sky glow
disappointed.
urged the Sandeep slow. Inside Vine's house, soft laughter filled the air. Vine and Pooja are still talking about the Anna's visit when the front door opens, suddenly opened with a noise. The laughter fades. Vine turned instantly. The sound and frizz. Standing at the door is Amma, looking pale, slightly disheveled. Her arm is supported by a tall, broad shoulder, wearing a simple t-shirt and jeans. Her expression is grim but concerned. There is a small cut on Amma's elbow, a trace of blood visible against her sari. Why? Amma, what happened? Pooja, oh my god, Ma, are you okay? What's this cut? What happened? Their mother thought little shaken, given an ensuring smile. She pats Ryan and gently her voice came but weak. Mother, nothing serious, man. I was at the market. Suddenly, I felt dizzy, my vision blurred, and before I could step aside, a bike came speeding towards me. Breathe catch. Pooja's hand tightened around her mother's shoulder. The man beside them looked away modestly, hand in pocket, as Amma continues. Mother, but this kind man, he caught me before I fell, saved me just in time. One, up you that day you helped me, and today my mother. Thank you so much, Jaji. Mother, you know him, Vayan. Vayan, he also helped me once, Amma. Mother, you are such a kind man. Jay, it's nothing, ma'am. I just happened to be there. Anyone would have done the same. Vayan, thank you. Really, you don't know how much that means. Pooja, yes, thank you, Jaji. We own you one. He smiled friendly, almost shy, shaking his head. No need for that. I'm just glad she's okay. I gently pulled her door close, giving them a little ensuring a pat. See, I told you I'm fine. Don't make a fuss now. Vine frowns but held her mother towards the couch, carefully supporting her elbow. Once her mother sit down, Vine turned back towards Jay. Vine, please come inside. Have some chai before you go. Jay, oh, no, no, no. I shall get going. Immediately cut in her voice, firm but kind. The motherly tone no one can argue with. You saved my life, young man. The at least I can do is offer you a cup of tea, no arguments. They paused looking at her, then at Vine, who stand there with a hand folded, smiling softly. Something about her expression, gentle, thankful, innocent, relent. He exhaled slightly and nodded once. Jay, alright, only it's Amma's order. Vine, then it's settled. Come, Jeji, please step inside as Pooja head towards the kitchen to Patty. The air slowly filled again with soft sense of claim and something new, unspoken, lingering between Vine's quiet smile and Jay's steady gaze. Sit comfortably on the couch, cup in hand, while my mother and Pooja Vine sit around him. The earlier tension has melted into his warmth. Mother, so beta, what do you do for a living? Jay, I'm a lawyer, Auntie Ji. A lawyer, that's wonderful. Your parents must be proud, so proud. Jay, they are, Auntie Ji. Thought they are prouder of my sister. She's a doctor. Everyone laughs softly. Pooja grins, leaning back against the chair. Pooja, oh, so you came from an entire overachiever family. Laugh modestly, stretching the back of his hands, mother titled her head, slightly eyes twinkling. Mother, so tell me, Jay, beta, are you married? Jay, no, Auntie Ji, not yet. Not yet. You are old enough. What are you waiting for? She laughed behind her cup, and looked up briefly, amusement tugging at her lip. Jay laughed too, lowering his gaze slightly. Jay, then you find me a girl, Auntie Ji. My parents have already failed miserably. Room burst into laughter. Amma's deep and heartfelt. Pooja soft teasing me. Even Vine couldn't help but smile. Her thought her mind somewhere else. Pooja, Vine, what happened? You look miles away. Vine, nothing. Dee, just thinking about the order. Jay, order? Vine Pooja exchanged quick look. Vine, we started a small business selling sweets, homemade ones. Jay, that's amazing. Congratulations, both of you. Pooja, our first big order just came in for a mansion party. She nodded impressed, eyes flicker brief towards Vine, smiling now, eyes glimmering with purpose. Okay, that's really good to hear, Vine. I'm sure your sweet will win everyone over. Vine smiled, meeting his gaze for a second, a quick grateful look. And she glanced away, flirting with the edge of her dupatta. Finished his tea stand politely. Hey, thank you so much for chai and tea. It was perfect. I haven't tea this good in a long time. Then come again, beta. Our door is always open. Gee, I might just take a look up on that. He turned around to leave, but then again looked at Ryan before saying with a smile, if you need any help in anything, Ryan and TG, then call me. Ryan looked at Jay before turning her gaze to her mother, not sure what to do. Her mother smiled before signaling her to take the card. Ryan took it while smiling. Mother, you are really good man. Jay, now I should leave. I hope to see you again. And mother and Pooja exchanged knowing glance while one still lost in her plan for the sweet doesn't notice Jay step out the sound of closing door blend with the soft click. Young sit at the head of the table, a laptop open in front of his sharp eyes move across the presentation on the screen. His tone and claim yet commanding. Young, this project defines our next 3 years. No mistake, no delay. Our partner from tech are coming on Sunday's party. I want every detail perfect before they arrive. Then make sure the guest list is finalized by tomorrow and double check the arrangement for the product show. I don't want surprises. He closes his laptop, standing smoothly. The meeting ends with everyone blowing slightly before leaving the room one by one. Taeyang loses his tie, expression softening slightly. He looks out the large window towards the mansion garden. Minhu. Cut to Minho, sitting inside an airport luggage lawn, his luggage beside him. Looks younger with the bright eyes and easy smile. Relaxed than his older brother, but the same sharp feature. Minho, brother, I was just about to call you. Taeyang, so the flight on schedule. Minho, yes, we are boarding soon. Mom already fussing about snacks and neck pillows. Young, you did well, Minho. The reporters were impressed. I saw your design. You improved a lot. No, thank you, brother. Coming for you. That's mean everything. Working under your guidance, I have learned more than any business school could teach. You are the part of this company's future, Minho, and this family's pride. Don't forget that. Whose eyes softened, his mother Monica appears beside him in the background. Grace, elegant or commanding yet warm. She leaned towards the phone with a teasing smile. God, Taeyang, don't make him too proud. Before he even lands, his head will stop fitting through the doors. Welcome back, Auntie Monica. I'll have the driver waiting at the airport. Monica, thank you, dear. And Taeyang, make sure you rest too. You sound like your grandfather when you are stressed. Taeyang, noted. See you both at dinner. Taeyang, everything is going well. Why the hell I'm thinking about that weird woman? Kitchen in one small house feels smell like heaven. Roasted dry fruits, ghee, and sugar blend in the air. The table covered with tray of sweets, round golden laddu, shiny jalebi, and silver coated burfi. And hair tied up, sleeve rolled. She's working faster and moving with practiced care. One, if this doesn't impress rich people, then I'll start a temple business instead. Pucha, temple business would suit you. You already pray before touching every tree. And better to pray than to cry later if something burn. Mother stood nearby, folding wrapping paper and giving instructions like a journal on the battlefield. Pack the sweet tightly, no air gasps, no broken piece. If people pay for quality, give them quality. And finally, we reached Kim Mansion. Pooja, why don't you think you're forgetting something? Why and what? They are correct. What else I'm forgetting? Pooja, your boss. Why, don't joke about him. Pray not to see him or else our day will get spoiled. Then Anna and Mrs. Kim noticed Van Pooja. While Swan form on Anna's face, she immediately walked towards them while Mrs. Swan followed behind Anna. Anna, Vine Pooja, welcome. Mrs. Kim, Vine dear, look at you. I was just thinking how quiet this house feel without your laughter. Set her box down quickly. Her face began to open smile. She blows slightly. And Namaste, Mrs. Kim. It's good to see you again. You disappeared for a week, then came back carrying laddus as an apology. Smart girl. This is my elder sister Pooja. She helped me make all the sweets. So you are the quiet helper behind the chef. Welcome, Pooja. Namaste, madam. It's an honor to be here. Fragrance of ghee and cardamom filled the hall. She picked up a small piece of burfi, tasted, eyes widening slightly. This is divine, not too sweet, just right. Mrs. Kim, afford it is. How could it not be everything she makes? Carrie's heart. Blushed faintly, smiling. Pooja hides a proud grin while Anna and Mrs. Kim discuss quantities. The sister glanced around the whole marble floors, gleaming and soft drums, working arranging flowers. Pooja, it looked like a palace. Even the vase here looked expensive enough to buy our whole house. And don't touch anything. It break. We'll working here forever to pay it off. Anna noticed the two sisters glazing around, amused. Her smile softens. There's something motherly in the way she looked at them. Their plain clothes. Thought across her mind, she set the table aside and walked towards them. Ian, come with me for a moment, and you too, Pooja. Blink confused, she looked at Pooja, who shrugs. They follow Anna down the corridor filled with portrait until she stopped in front of a beautiful decorated guest room. On the bed lies two saris, boxes, silk folded neatly, shimmering. And what is this energy? Anna, this is for you and Pooja. I especially bought them for both of you. Soon the party is going to start. Wear them. It's a gift by me. Why? But they are very expensive. We couldn't. Anna, don't you dare to deny me, Wine. I'm like your older sister, and listen to me. It's a gift by my side. Wine, I respect you, Anadi. Okay, now you should start getting ready. I'm going out to attend the guests. Be quick, help me to serve them the sweet you meet. Pooja, Energy is really kind hearted. Wine, yes, she is. Now help me to wear this. And she was glowing tonight. Soft light flowers, laughter, the celebration, give compression, new project success filled every corner. Taehyung was standing near the bar counter talking to one of his co-investors. His voice clean, collected, tone sharp as always. Mr. Kim, the upcoming project sounds promising. I must see your leadership. Taehyung attention suddenly shifted. His eyes stopped mid-blink as he looked towards the main door. Then entering the hallway slowly, Van and Puja both wearing the sari Anna gave them. Van red, one shimmering softly under the golden lights. There was something else that made people look twice. Puja walked beside her carrying a tray of sweets, greeting the staff with a polite smile. I tried to take a proper look out for the girl in red sari, but Van turned around, her back facing one thing. Thing aside the conversation, he kept calling Thing once, twice, but then Thing was deaf by the surrounding. He something posed him. He kept looking Van's back, tried to walk straight to her, but stopped by me. Brother, there you are. Thing stopped his jaw tightened a little. Minho Chalfer as I was standing in front of him holding two glasses of champagne. You are hard to find tonight. The tech guy are asking for you. Look past Minho's shoulder, searching again. Why isn't there anymore? The sport she stood is empty. His brown phone slightly. Young, where did she? Hmm? Nothing. What you were saying? I said everyone looking for you. You should be out there, not hiding near the bar. Young, I wasn't hiding. No, sure you were just staring into the space with the glass in hand. Very normal. Gives him a look. Minho raised his hand in defense, still smiling before the conversation continued. Rest and gently on Taehyung's shoulder he turns. Now, whom you are searching, Taehyung? No one, just I thought I saw someone I recognized. Oh, a someone. Taehyung, did you invite that girl here? Which girl? The one who worked in the mansion before, the one who brought the lunchbox. Why, yes, I did. She made all the sweet for tonight. She's helping to serve too. Taehyung, you should have informed me. Why should I? She's my friend. She's working here tonight. So treat her like you treat the guests, not like staff. Anna, she's a good girl, Taehyung. Maybe you should try to see her like one. Doesn't reply, he just look away, adjusting him feels like it's the end of the talk. Anna gives him last small pat on the shoulder before walking off. Stand there for a few seconds. He is quietly scanning the crowd again, but why and now where? A faint discomfort across his face when he doesn't fully understand. Why do I care? He set his glass down, straightened his jacket, and walked back towards the gas. Expression came again, but his thoughts somewhere anything else but. Quickly on among the crowd, holding a tray filled with sweet, her red sari clenching the light every time she turned. Her smile was polite, not forced, not shy, just kind of a person wears when trying to blend in. Stop near two businessmen, Mr. Lee and Mr. Reed, both middle-aged men known for their arrogance discussed as charm. Wine, please try some sweets, sir. They are freshly made. Really freshly made, huh? I see one serving them. He looks even fresher. Mr. Reed, pretty face, sharp tongue, must be treated to handle both. Wine's hand posed mid-air. The warmth in her eyes vanished, her lips pressed into thin lines. She placed the tray firmly down the table nearby when she spoke. Her tone was calm but razor edge. Wine, sir, if you came here for dessert, I can help. If you come for attention, you'll have to earn that somewhere else. Mr. Lee blinked, his flattering the people around them began to notice shift in tone. Wine's voice steady, even claimed quite steady, dangerous. If manners were part of tonight's menu, I recommended both of you try those two. Might help your taste improve. Small drip of laughter spread through nearby guests. Mr. Rage, our clients, Mr. Lee faced turned red. Without another word, they both stepped back, embarrassed and furious. They muttered something under their breath before walking away. Anger sniffed in their posture. And exhaled, slowly forcing her composure back. She picked up the tray again, continued serving, thought her heartbeat was still racing under her plain face. Mr. Reed approached the young who was speaking with the investor from Tech. The two men put on polite face, voice dripping with fake civility. Mr. Lee, Mr. Kim, I apologize for interrupting, but there is a matter you should be aware of. Yes? Student, a young woman wearing a red sari spoke to us quietly rude in front of other guests. We were simply complimenting her work, but and she insulted us publicly. It was humiliating, honestly, not that the kind of behavior you had expect from your staff at an important event. King's expression hardened instantly. His eyes flickered with quiet anger, but that controlled kind that needed shout to be terrifying. A girl in red sari. Mr. Red, yes, sir. I thought you should know. It didn't reflect well on your company. Didn't reply. He just turned sharply, walking away without another word. He tied his step heavy. The two men exchanged satisfied glance before melting back into the crowd. Vine barely heard any of it. She stood near the buffet table, offering sweet to guests with a polite smile that didn't reach her eyes. Hands trembled, but she kept her posture straight, forcing herself to stay calm. And forward slightly to offer sweets to one of the lady when suddenly a firm hand gripped her waist hard. She gasped softly and looked up, startled. It was then. His face was dark, anger burning through his usual clean, cold expression. His calm was tight, eyes sharp like blades. When Mr. Kim? They are not here. Without another word, he pulled her away from the crowd. One stumbled a little, her tray shaking in free hand. People looked at her, whispering, but Taeyong didn't care. His grip was strong, step quick and heavy. She tried to speak, but his silence was louder than the music behind them. Wine. Mr. Kim, what happened? Why? They didn't answer. He kept walking until they reached a quiet guest room. At the end of the corridor, he opened the door sharply, stepped inside, dragging her with him before shutting it behind them with a loud thud. The loud music vanished. The room was silent, just their harsh breath and sound of man's heartbeat pounding in her chest. She tried to pull her wrist back, but his hand stayed firm. His expression was unreadable for a second, then a storm broken. How dare you to misbehave with my business partners? What? Misbehave? I didn't. Damn, don't lie. Do you even realize how important they are for the upcoming project? Do you? His word echoed in the empty room. He was angry, not just angry, but berate by his controlling sip through his finger. Wine took a step of heart. He breathed uneven. Young, why do you always come back just to ruin the things to spoil everything I work for? I hated that day you walked into this mansion. That's why I wanted you gone. But you still came back. Slipped apart, but no word came out. Her heart pounded painfully against her ribs. She wanted to explain to defend herself, but her throat felt tight. He took another step closer. His anger radiating off his waves. Fine, please, I didn't do anything wrong. Mr. Kim, those men. Enough, don't you dare to make stories to save yourself. Vine's eyes welled up. She bit her lips hard, trying not to let the tear fall. His were harder than his tone. He looked at her, shivan within him, and yet someone in his eyes. There was something else, something he didn't understand either. Vine, if you don't want to hear the truth, then I wouldn't waste your time. Grimly taking a step aside, she turned to walk out. Taeyong held her arm, pulling her back to the same position. Vine gasped loudly, eyes slightly widening. Taeyong, damn it, how many times I told you not to ignore my word. I hate it. Let me go, Mr. Kim. It's not mandatory to notice your presence. The expression hardened. Instantly, he gazed at Ryan with dark brows before his lips twist in a small smirk. Now you exactly understand what is the consequence of this behavior of yours. Ryan's eyes grew wider, her heart pounded against her chest. Hearing his deep tone, the words not less than threat. She stepped back as Soothing left her arm, looking at her with dark eyebrows. Fear was clearly visible. Ryan, Mr. Kim, you are misbehaving. Taeyong, I haven't misbehaved till now. Pray not to see my worst side. And Taeyongji, you couldn't. Taeyong, I can. You don't know what I'm up to, and you said I'm misbehaving. You already spoiled half of the party. That's it. You will be locked here till the party is over. Why? No, no, you couldn't do that. I don't do anything wrong. I tried to step aside, but Taeyong blocked her way. He gripped her arm. She tried to pull away, struggling against his grip. Her bangles clicked against his wrist. His hand only tightened, not enough to hurt, but enough to remain her. She wasn't going anywhere. Vine, please just let me explain. Leaned in slightly, his face was close enough that she can feel the warmth of his breath. His voice dropped into something darker and quieter. Don't test my patience, Miss Vine. Stay quiet. The words weren't shouted, they were whispered, and somehow that made them worse. The tension between them felt electric, almost suffocating. Vine pulse raced under his grip, her chest rising and falling fast. Then released her arms, she stumbled a step back, still eyes still widened. Vine, Mr. Kim, don't. But he didn't listen. He stepped out and shut the door hard. The lock clicked, the sound echoing in her chest like thunder. Van, Mr. Kim, open the door, please. Minhu slipped through the crowd absentmindly. His phone in his hand, his mind somewhere else entirely. He wasn't watching where he was going. Meanwhile, Pooja walked past carrying an empty dessert tray back towards the kitchen. Her focus was on the floor, thinking about Ryan, hoping she's doing okay. Then dump. Pooja gasped as her foot slipped slightly. The tray title she was about to fall backward when a strong hand wrapped around her waist, pulling her up to with quick reflex. Pooja and Minhu, both of their eyes widened, face an inch away from Minhu. He held her firmly, his other hand steadying her shoulder. His breath caught her soft eyes, her long lashes, her innocent surprise. He forgot how to breathe for a moment. Pooja, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Minhu didn't hear a word. He was too busy staring like a complete fool. Pooja, sir. Her polite whisper snapped him out from the trace. Minhu blinked fast and immediately removed his hand from her waist, stepping
Shy
back
panic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking. I was looking. Pooja, it's okay. Really, I didn't fall. Minhu moved too fast, like a kid caught doing something wrong. He ran his hand through his hair, tried to regain his posture. Minhu, I'm Minhu. Pooja, nice to meet you, Minhu ji. I'm Pooja.
Minho repeat her name silently in his mind one twice, like it already means something. Minho, Pooja, pretty name. Pooja looked down shyly, her cheeks warming again. Minho heart skipped. Genuinely something about her claimness, her simplicity, the she carried herself. Tagged at him. Minho, what is this feeling so fast? She gave him a last polite no before moving towards the kitchen. Minho watched her go, eyes following her. He had no control over it. Her soft smile, the grin. The hall is busy, guests chatting, soft music playing. Anna walks quickly between people, eyes searching every corner. Her face shows rising panic. She knows temper and she doesn't see Ryan anywhere. Anna, Ryan, where did you go? Anna, excuse me, have you seen Ryan, the girl in the red sari? And ah, yes, dear, she was serving sweet earlier. And now, did you anything happen? Ladies exchanged sad, uncomfortable look too. Those men, two men, Mr. Lee and Mr. Ray, they spoke badly to her. Lady 3, she defended herself nicely too, but then your brother came. Even he dragged her away, he looked furious. And her face full completely fear mixed with anger. Taehyungff didn't waste a second, rushed towards the other side of the hole. Taehyungff sat with two business guests, arm crossed, same expression like world is perfectly fine. Anna reached him slightly breathless. Anna, Taehyungff, Taehyungff, what? Anna, where is Ryan? Where she deserved to be. What do you mean by that? She misbehaved with Mr. Lee and Mr. Red, important people. Anna misbehaved? Then what did you do to her? I removed her from the hole. She's in the guest room. Anna, you locked her there. She was causing trouble. She had to be kept away. Anna, there, listen to me carefully. Do you even know what those men did? What are you talking about? Anna, they misbehaved with Ryan. Chip comments. She defended herself. That's all she did. They what? Anna, yes, everyone in that corner saw it, and instead of protecting her, you dragged her away. You punished her. They she's still in the guest room. Anna, yes, and scared because of you. They go check on her, please. Anna note sharply turned away, hurrying down the corridor. Still for a moment, breathing uneven, gulp eating at him. His hand curled into face. His expression changed, cold, furious, controlled. He spotted Mr. Lee and Mr. Red standing near the wine counter, laughing like nothing happened. The young finger curled into feast. Mr. Lee, Mr. Red, Mr. Lee, Mr. Kim. The young stop. Mr. Lee Solo had as the young come into the house right in front of them, his eyes blazing. The young, how dare you? Mr. Red, Mr. Kim, I think there is a misunderstanding. The young, shut up. You misbehaved with the woman in my mansion, and then you had the audacity to cover it with a disgusting lie. Mr. Lee, sir, she's just a normal servant, Mr. Kim. You shouldn't raise that. This is so. The young snap. He slammed his palm into the table behind me. Blaze shake the battle tracks. A few guests gasped. The young, don't you dare to throw dirt on her to save yourself. Still, sir, we didn't mean any harm. We are just talking, and she's young. Her what? Her breath offended you. Her working offended you. Or it was that you thought you could speak anything to a woman because nobody would stop you. Mr. Ed, Mr. Kim, please, we are your partners. They are not anymore. They are every project, every contract, every deal cancelled, effective and immediately. Mr. Lee, Mr. Kim, please don't let the small servant ruin. Enough. A woman is not small, and if she isn't a servant, you get to insult. Not in my house, not under my roof, not ever. Both men stared at him, terrified. The young presence looked mysterious, powerful, furious, and shook a hand and gestured sharply towards the guard. Throw them out now. Mr. Lee, Mr. Kim, listen, we can explain. I don't want your explanation. I want you gone. The guards grabbed the men by their arm. They protested weakly as they got towards the exit. Mr. Kim, please, this will affect the partnership, the project. Then let it. I wouldn't work with trans. The guard pulled them out of the hole. The doors closed behind them with a heavy thud.
Anna and Pooja rushed down the corridor. Anna's breath is uneven, worry growing heavier with each step. Pooja, the faster, please. Anna, why? The light inside are dim, and they know the floor near the bed. Sit Wine, her knee pulled to her chest, face burned in her arms. Her sari is wrinkled, her shoulders shaking as she quietly cry. Anna, Wine, look at me. And lift her head slowly, her eyes red, cheeks wet, breath trembling. She tries to wipe her tears with the back of her hand. Wine, Anna, I didn't do anything, I promise. Anna, I know, Wine, I know. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there for you. Pooja, knee on Wine, other side, placing a comforting hand on her back. Pooja, Wine, we are here now. Nothing will happen to you, not when we are here. Lean into their embarrassed, finally letting the soap she held in burst out, her voice tremble against Anna's shoulder. Wine, I was so scared. I thought no one would believe me. Anna, I believe you always. You're safe with us, okay? Pooja, let him try hurting you again. We wouldn't let it happen. Anne closed her eyes tightly, tear falling again. She clinged to both of them, broken, shaken, but no longer anger. The party lights are off now. Stops are cleaning the last bit of decoration. The mansion feels quieter and heavier. The dim light bar section. The young sit alone on leather bar stool. His elbow rests on counter, one hand wrapped around half finished glass of water, not alcohol. He couldn't afford the distraction. His mind is already too loud. Within the cold exterior, guilt urged inside him, unfamiliar, unwelcome, uncomfortable. Young's thought, why does this bother me so much? I threw those bastards out, but still, why doesn't it feel enough? He exhaled sharply through his nose, his fear drum against the glass, restless, irritated himself. Images flashed in his mind. One stable voice heaved the way she stepped back, the fear in her eyes when he locked her inside the guest room. Anna watched from a distance as the driver drops Swan and Pooja home. She makes sure they are safe inside before returning indoor. There is no worry, her face and anger at her brother. As she walked deeper into the mansion, she noticed the bar section light on. Anna, he's still up, of course. Anna, Taehyung. Taehyung stay staring at the counter, pretending to be indifferent. His finger tightened subtly. Taehyung, what is it? Anna. The girl reached home safely. Taehyung not once, but the tension in his shoulder doesn't leave. Anna, you are thinking about her. Taehyung's jaw glanced slightly. Didn't deny it, but he doesn't admit it neither. He stays silent. Anna, Taeyang, she was crying when we found her. Taeyang's chest tightened again, his finger freeze around the glass. Taeyang, I didn't know. You didn't ask. Taeyang looked down, eyes darkening. Taeyang, I made a mistake. He admitted quietly, the word tasting unfamiliar. Anna smiled faintly, surprised but relieved her acknowledgement. Anna, then fix it. Taeyang, you know I don't apologize thee. His tone defensive but weakly, so more like a boy refusing to admit he's wrong. Anna, sometimes accepting your fault is more important than protecting your pride. Instantly look away like the word hit him somewhere he didn't accept. Vian's mother, Mrs. Sharma, gently stroked Vian's hair, her finger moving through the hairstand and claiming with emotion. The room was silent except from the faint hum of city outside, the occasion sound of Vian quiet sadness. Pooja, I couldn't believe he did that, Amma, locking her in the room like that, like she's nothing. Vian's mother, should let her be in for now. Has been through enough. Vine's eyes were swollen, her gaze distant, as if their thought were tangled in the evening's event. Her mother's soft touch, however, seemed to ground her, bringing her back to the present. Vine, I don't understand. Why does he keep doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. Why does he hate me so much? Vine's mother, he doesn't hate you, Vine. You have to understand that men like him, they don't know how to express themselves properly. Maybe this make them blind. I don't want to think about him anymore. I just want things to be normal again. His finger pressed against the temple. The large window behind him cast a pale light into the room. He hasn't turned a page. He didn't type a word in the last hour. His expression stiff, tired, irritated with himself, but behind all that, there is something he avoids for a week guilt. Exhale slowly, eyes narrowing as his thought flickers again. There, it's been a week. Why is she still in my head? Close his eyes. Instantly, the image of wine crying on the floor flashed in front of him. Her trembling hands, her broken voice, her tears. His face tightened. Oh, damn it, it's enough. He suddenly pushed his chair back and stand up. The moment is sharp, like he's trying to save his own thought. He grabbed his coat and heads out. As arranging some documents on the table, she looked calm, humming softly when she heard hurried footsteps. She looked up.
Young walk in, he stepped quick, his expression serious but uneasy, while Anna tilted her head surprised. Anna, Taeyong, her home early today? Young, where does she live? Anna, she? Chava tightened, he looked away for a second before speaking again. Taeyong, why? And he looked annoyed at himself for even saying her name. Her eyes widened slowly in surprise, then her lips curved into a soft, unknowing smile. Now you are asking for Vian's address? He doesn't meet her eyes, he stared towards the side, instead trying to hide the embarrassment he doesn't want to admit. I need to talk to her. Voice low control but honest. He hated. Anna, Theon. A small emotional laugh escaped her. I'm proud of you. You realized your mistake. Snipped at the word mistake. His expression softened very slightly, barely noticeable, but he doesn't deny it. He stared at the floor. Theon, just give me the address, Thee. Smiled warmly, pulling out her phone, scribbling the address onto the small notepad. She handed it to him. Take it without looking up, no word, just a short note. Now go there. Feelings he couldn't run from forever. He doesn't answer, he simply turned around, walking towards the door with long, determined strides. And I watched him go, her expression turned into a soft smile, proud touch, and a little surprise. And now my cold hearted brother, finally realizing something. The room is dim, peacefully wine came on the floor, holding freshly washed clothes, her hair tied loosely into a bun, falling strand falling on her face. She hummed softly, trying to distract herself from the loneliness of the house. Her mother and Pooja had gone by to medicine and groceries. She thought she would be fine alone for an hour. Till click, the electricity suddenly cut out. Everything goes pitch black. Wine frizz. The t-shirt in her hand slipped from her finger to the floor. She hate darkness ever since childhood. Darkness make her chest tighten and her hand cold. Her breath quickens, her heart pound aloud in her ears. She stands slowly trying to steady her breath. Then she hears it. A shadow passes out the window and a creepy low laugh from the outside the house. Wine. Who? Who is that? She reached for her phone on the table, hand shaking. She knocked over a glass, a hairbrush, saying anything nearby. Her panic doubling because she couldn't see clearly. Wine. Where is it? Knock, knock. She jumped a small cry, escaping her throat. Knock, knock, sharper, louder. Pure fear take over. Without thinking, she ran to the door, pulled it open with trembling hands. She threw herself into his chest, gripping him tightly. Wine, please, don't leave me, please. Light went off. I saw someone. He was laughing. Freeze in shock, his brow lifts slightly as the warmth of her body hits him. The desperate her grip, her trembling shoulder pressed against him. Heart shudders, just once something unfamiliar rushing through his chest. Damn. Wine. She didn't respond. She tightens her whole finger, clenching the fiber of shirt like lifeline. And don't leave me, please. The young's eyes darken not with anger this time, with the sharp protective instinct. He placed one large palm on her shaking arm. The young wine, it's me. She still shook her head, too scared to process anything. While he was laughing outside. The young's expression hardened at the idea of someone visiting her. The young, Wine. She finally looks up, her eyes moist, eyes slash wet, breathing still shaky. Realizing who she's holding, she gasps and steps back too fast, her foot slipped on the floor. Yang catches her swiftly, one arm around her waist, pulling her up straight again. Their faces are inch apart. Yang, careful. He helps her stand properly even when he let her go. Her trembling hands still hold on his sleeve unconsciously. Fine, please don't go. Don't leave me alone. Taeyong glanced down at her hand, clenching his sleeve. His expression softens briefly, almost invisibly. Taeyong, I'll just check who's outside. I wouldn't go far. Why no, please, Taeyong-ji. Don't. The way she say his name, pleading, scared, makes something tug sharply inside him. He stepped a little closer. Taeyong, I'm right here and not going anywhere. Just wait inside 2 minutes. She looked terrified but slowly nodded. Why? Okay. Gently removes her hand from his sleeve, turning to step outside. His expression swift, cold control, eye sharp like a predictor. Before walking out, he gives her one last look. Then close the door behind me. I'll be right here. I note shakily. She closed the door halfway as he stepped into the dark outside. His jaw clenched, the tension in his shoulder rises. Then whoever scared her will regret stepping near this house. Step out into the backyard. It's quite almost too quite a faint breeze pushes dry leaves across the ground. He scanned the eerie expression sharp. The browns pulled together slightly, something catch his attention. Damn, this fragrance. Soft scent lingered in the air, not wine's floral strong, familiar, but he couldn't replace it. Steps further, checking around the corner, nothing, no sign of anyone. Then he spotted the electric box on the outer wall. The main switch is off. Taehyung, Java cleansing. Task. He flicks up, switch up. Instantly, the whole
Glowing
house
bright
lighted
through
up.
the windows.
And sit curled on the small sofa, holding her own elbow, still shaking, her forehead damp with sweat, her breathing uneven, her eyes distant, stuck between fear and relief. And enter quietly, he paused when he see her. Small trembling frame, the fear still lingering in her eyes. Something inside him twists sharp, unwanted. Damn, why does this bother me? He looks around, spot a glass of water on table. He hesitates, his hand almost pulling back because he's not that kind to care for anyone. But tonight he picked the glass up. He stepped towards her slowly, his expression unreadable. Damn, drink. I look up at him, eyes still shiny. Her hands tremble as she accepts the glass. And thank you. Young looks away, immediately refusing to show the flicker of corner in his eyes. Young, what I'm doing? Sound of door opening outside. And French cleansing the glass tighter. Taeyang's eyes shoot towards the door instantly. Pooja and Amma walks in hurriedly with grocery bags. They freeze when they see Taeyang Kim standing inside their home. Pooja, Mr. Kim? Amma doesn't question him. Her eyes instantly find her daughter. Vine's mother. Vine, my daughter, what happened? She sits beside her, pulling Vine into her arm. Vine leans into the hug, instantly tears still threatening to fall. Vine, it was dark. Someone was outside. The light went off. I
Hug her
got
tightly.
tightly, brushing her hair, her face full of worry. Vine's mother, shoo, it's okay. I'm here now. Vine's mother, thank you for being here with my daughter. I'm grateful, beta. Young sniffs slightly unused to such warm acknowledgement. He looks away, trying to hide the tiny shift in his chest. I just switched the light back on, nothing else. But Amma can see more than he say. Pooja can see too, the way his eyes keep flickering back to Vayan. Vayan whip her tears softly, still shaken but safer now. They stand their hand in pocket, Jawad eyes as he fighting an invisible battle within himself. Pooja finally stepped forward, crossing her arm. Pooja, Mr. Kim, why did you came here? Freeze for a half a second. He had came to apologize, but now with Vayan trembling and her mother, everything feels different, heavier. He cleared his throat, face tightening back into his usual cold mask. Down. My car stopped nearby. I needed to make a call. My phone is dead. Pooja blinked, clearly not convinced. Vayan's mother frowned slightly. Pooja, so you just ended up inside our house? Young exhaled sharply through his nose, annoyed at himself at the situation. When I walked towards the door, I saw Vayan shaking. I forgot about the phone. I checked the backyard instant. Pooja, checked for what? Young looked at her expression dead serious, not a hint of exaggeration. Theon, someone purposely did this. The electricity was switched off from the outside. Vine's mother breathed catches. She placed a protective hand on Vine's shoulder. Vine's mother, you saw someone? Theon's eyes darkened. His Java glance irritated that he couldn't catch whoever it was. Theon, no, I didn't see their face, but I'm 100% sure someone was here. Pooja's face drained of color. She instantly moved closer to her mother and Vine. Pooja, who would even do that? Tang doesn't answer, but his silence feels heavy, thoughtful. His gaze shifts towards the door, as it replaying every sound he heard outside. Vine's mother, thank God you came, what you did. Vine glanced up at Tang, her eyes still moist, her expression unreadable. Tang with her eyes for half a second before looking away. His voice came out lower, quite almost unconsciously gentle. Tang, just make sure she's not alone at night. Vine's mother nodded immediately. Pooja still looked shaken, staring at the front door, jaw tightening again. Dressed with one hand, the other losing his tie. His shoulders are tense, his expression is blank cold, but his eyes bright are quite strong. Exhale sharply annoyed. Young, why is this still in my head? Young blink once, immediately the image returns. One holding his sleeve with shaking hands, her voice breaking, her eyes full of fear. His finger curled around the wheel. Young, ridiculous. He tried his brushing it off, even he shrugged his shoulder as if physical removing her from his thought, but nothing worked. Young, she was trembling like she had no one. Throat tightens for a moment. He hates the reaction. He looks away from the road, briefly shaking his head. Young, she's just someone who got scared. But the next thought sip in unwanted on his tongue still felt wrong to see her like that. He pressed his lips together, harshly trying to shut down the feeling.
Vine's breath has steadied, but she still looks shaken. And Amma, I couldn't breathe when the light went off. Amma tightens her hold, rubbing her daughter's back in slow circle. Vine's mother, you're safe now, my child. Look at me. Left her head a little, blinking. Vine's mother, nothing happened to you, and it wouldn't, not when we are. I nodded slowly, but her mind drifted to the moment she grabbed her arm gently, the steady voice claiming her name, the quiet authority in Vine, it's me. Swallows. Vine, Amma, he didn't leave. At her softly curious. Pooja, Mr. Come stay with you. Nod her cheeks warming lightly. Vine, he held me when I
Actually
almost waited
wasteful.
until I came down. Amma and Pooja exchanged a small glance, not teasing but understanding. Vine's mother. Sometimes even a stranger can become a moment of safety, but no need to too much Why into not fear. Again? Her finger play with the end of her dupatta habit she does when something bothers or confuses. Why? He looked different, not angry, just worried. She lowered her gaze, unsure on her emotion. The young walks into his room, tossing his key onto the table. He pulled out his tie, dropped it carelessly. His expression is clean to claim, the kind that hides everything. He sat on the edge of the bed, elbow in his knee, head lower slightly. Young, why do I even care? He remembered the way she clenched to him, the way she whispered, don't leave. Something in his chest twisted slightly, but enough to make him sit still. Young, she just panicked. That's all. A moment of silence. But his eyes softened, even he refused to admit. Young, fair rich girl. Young, why did it feel like I had to stay? He leans back, staring at the selling cold expression, confident eyes. Young sat at the long dining table, quietly eating breakfast, his posture, straight expression unreadable as he always. Anna enters with warm smile, sitting beside him. Anna, so did you talk to her yesterday? Did you apologize? Young paused mid-bite, his frog stopped. The slowly looked up at his sister. I couldn't. Something else happened. Anna's smile faded. Instantly, she leaned forward, her playful tone shifting into concern. Anna, what do you mean? Something else? Then what happened? The young puts the fork down, fingers tapping once on the table, a sign trying to word things carefully. Young, when I reached her house, the electricity was cut from outer. She was alone, scared. Someone tried to fidget her. Anna's eyes widened and shook. She immediately sits up straight. Anna, what? Someone scared her? How do you know? Young met her eyes directly. His tone still came but serious. Then I felt something off there. The main switch was turned off manually, intentionally. Covered her mouth, horrified. Anna, oh my god. Anna placed her hand on Taehyung's arm instantly. Anna, is she okay? Taehyung looked away briefly. The memory of Swan trembling flashed in his mind. Taehyung, she will be. Her mother and sister came home. Anna nodded slowly, still processing. Spark and Vine's mother sitting on sofa thinking about last night. They were so tense about what to do in this situation. First they thought to complain to police, but they have no proof, so they decide to call Jay for help. Vine's mother, we should talk to him. She picked her phone immediately, searching his number. Jay, hello Auntie Ji. Mother, Jay beta, how are you? I'm good, Auntie. Is everything okay? Vine's mother exchanged a quick glance with Mrs. Park. Vine's mother, we want to talk to you about something important. Come home for lunch today. Jay, of course, Auntie Ji, I'll be there. The dining table is set neatly. Warm food filled the room with homely smell. Jay sat on the floor, cushioned politely, back straight, hand folded in his lap, respectful, attentive. Sharma sat beside Mrs. Parker. Across both women looked serious. Mrs. Sharma, Jay beta, we called you today because something happened last night. Face soft and attentive, he leaned slightly forward. Ji, Auntie Ji, tell me. Mrs. Sharma explained the entire incident, the electricity cut, the shadow outside, the creepy laughter, Vine's panic, everything. Mrs. Park added small details, her voice filled with concern. Jay listened without interrupting, brows slightly kittening together as he her processed each detail. When they finished, there was a moment of silence. Jay, Auntie, someone did this intentionally. This isn't a random problem. I promise I'll find out who it was. Park exhaled in relief and warm smile. Mrs. Park, thank you, beta. You helped one before and now again. Jay softly shook his head and no, while his eyes searched for a person. Mrs. Park eyes twinkled. She noticed something. Leans her elbow on the table, shrinking a little. Park, are you searching for why? Jay eyes widened slightly, caught his hand, grew up. He swallow, flustered. No, I mean, yes, I just wanted to see if she's alright. Sharma and Mrs. Park exchanged an annoying smile. Mrs. Sharma, she's fine, son. She went out with Pooja to buy some groceries. Notes relieved but still shy. Good, good. If she need anything, please tell her to call me. Park smiled, a mix of teasing and affection. Mrs. Park, we will, beta. Thank you again. Market buzzed with life, vendor calling out price, people bargaining, the smell of fresh coriander and warm samosa in the air. Man Puja walked together, bags in hand, comparing vegetables. And checking tomatoes. This look good, Pooja. Take four. No, softly selecting them with care. Suddenly, the sound of a familiar cast off being catching one's attention. Slick black carpool woman who step out, crisp shut mom smile. His eyes immediately find Pooja. Minhu. Hello, Miss Pooja ji, Miss Vayan. Pooja freeze for a moment, her cheek instantly turning pink. Pooja, hello, Minhu ji. And classmate went too. Pooja first and Minhu unable to look away from my lips curved into a teasing grin. Minhu. I wanted to say the sweets you both made for the party were amazing. Everyone loved them. Vine blew her head politely. Vine, thank you. We are glad you liked them. But she noticed something. Minhu's eyes never leave Pooja and Pooja. She's staring at the ground, cheeks red finger nervously twisting her dupatta. Vine. Arey, I forgot to buy something. You two talk. I'll be back. Pooja's eyes widened. Pooja. Vine, wait. But Vine waved her off dramatically. Vine. No, no, you'll talk. I'll manage. She slips into the crowd, leaving them alone. Pooja stands frozen, heart racing. Minho step a little closer, not too close, just enough to speak softly. Minho, you did you reach home safely that day? Pooja nodded quickly. Pooja, gee, yes, thank you. Minho smiled, warm, boyish, genuine. Minho, good. I was actually hoping to see you again. Just breathe, as she looked down, cheeks burning. Pooja, me, Minho, yes, you. They stand there, shy, warm silence between them. Pooja slowly lifted her eyes for a second. Minho's entire expression soft. It's nice talking to you, Miss Pooja. Pooja gives a tiny shy smile, the kind that could melt anyone's heart. Pooja, same Minhuji. Mrs. Sharma, chop vegetable, Mrs. Park some forced clothes. Pooja standing at the stove preparing tea, humming softly. One isn't here. She finally agreed to return as a cook when Kim mentioned after Anna requested her to come back. Mrs. Park, it feels nice, doesn't it? Everything going back to normal. Mrs. Sharma, huh? Why need this stability? And Pooja is handling the Swiss business so well. Pooja blushed slightly but keep stirring the tea with focus. Then a soft knock on the door. Mrs. Sharma goes to open, standing there in whose gentle and polite hands were his back. And who? Mrs.
Namaste,
Sharma
auntie.
instantly smiled. She liked this well-mannered boy. Mrs. Sharma, Arey, Minhu, beta, come in. You came alone today? Mrs. Park head pops up with a playful charming. Mrs. Park, or did you came to meet someone? Minhu goes pink instantly, clearing his throat. He steps inside, hands clapped in front of him, clearly nervous. Pooja freezes at the store, her cheeks turning rose red without even looking back. Minhu, actually, my car's front wheel is got fractured. Mr. Sharma, Mr. Park exchange a glance. The we don't believe you look. Minhu, there is a mechanic nearby, so I gave the car for repair, and I thought maybe I could have a here tea. Pooja almost overboils the tea. Mrs. Park giggled behind her plum. Mrs. Park, of course, tea is ready, right? Pooja turned around slowly, tea tray in hand, eyes down. Pooja ji, it's ready. Minhu's eyes instantly softened, seeing her. Mrs. Sharma watched them with a
Mrs.
glowing
Sharma, sit.
amusement. We are happy you came. He said politely, but his eyes couldn't stop drifting towards Pooja as she placed the tea in front of him. Her eyes brushed the edge of curve, his breath hitched slightly. Minhu, thank you, Pooja ji. Pooja quickly nodded, unable to meet his eyes. Mrs. Park, this boy's car break down only near this house, I think. Mrs. Sharma had a smile, Minhu, and his eyes go bright red. Anna standing near her bed, phone against her ear, her brows slightly furrowed, lips pouting in frustration, eyes soft with longing. Anna, when you are coming back, G? Pouting, placing slowly while twisting her dupatta. I'm hearing this soon from 1 month. Her husband's warm chuckle comes through the phone. My queen, just little more. The work is almost
Anna,
done. You said the same thing last week. What can I do? This work was given by them, and he's your brother, and now my too. If he asked, I couldn't refuse. Anna's expression melted immediately, her anger replaced by with love. She sat on the bed, a shy smile forming. Anna, fine. Just tell me the exact day you are coming back. This Sunday, my queen, I promise. Anna brushed slightly and the call. Just then, knock knock on the door. Anna, come in. Vine walked in with a bright smile, holding her notepad. She looked playful, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Vine, Anna, you must missing Jijaji a lot, Anna cheeks turned red. Instantly, she covered her face with her hand. Anna, I do. Vine, I never seen Jijaji in real life. When will he come to the mansion? Anna sits straight on bed, smile growing soft and dreamy. Soon, I wanted him for the last party, but he was busy. But he's coming this Sunday, then you'll meet him. Vine's face lightened up with genius happiness. Vine, really? That's so good, Dee. You look so
I
happy
hope you
talking
both
about him.
always
Stay like this. Anna reached out and gently squeezed Vine's hand. Anna, thank you, Vine, and I will pray you world's best partner for you. The room felt peaceful, filled with soft sisterly warmth. The mansion feels him after a long day. Anna sits with Mrs. Kim on the sofa, chatting lightly. Minho's mother walks in an elegant stride, carrying her usual confidence. Taeyang sits near the side table, arm folded, expression unreadable. Minho rushed in, slightly breathless, clearly nervous. He stands in front of all of them, taking a deep breath. Minho, I need to say something important. Room quiet. Mrs. Kim watched him kindly. Anna sat up straight, and Minho's mother titled her head with curiosity. Taeyang simply observed. Minho, I love someone, and I want to marry her. Silence. Everyone's eyes widen except Theon, who just blinked once, expression flat. Minho's mother quickly stand up, excitement bubbling. Minho's mother, who's the girl? Minho, from which family? Tell me, Vita. Minho, her name is Pooja. Her mother's smile dropped instantly, shock flecks across her face. Mr. Kim and Anna, on the other hand, lighten up with warm smile. Mrs. Kim, oh Pooja, she's so sweet girl. Anna, I like her too. She's gentle and well mannered. Minho's mother, Minho, are you crazy? She's a middle class girl with no high education, no status, running a small sweet shop. Mrs. Kim immediately stand up, eyes from Mrs. Kim. And what's wrong with that? Being middle class is not a crime. Mika. Anna, Pooja is sincere, kind, and hardworking. She is more respectful than the half of the rich girl you want for him. His mother, Minho is my son. I will decide whom he marries. Minho finally lifted his chin. His voice stronger than ever. Minho, Mom, it's my life, and I will decide. I want Pooja, only her. Anka's eyes glazed with anger. Without another word, she turned sharply and walked out, heels clicking loud on the floor. The room grew tense. Minho stand there, breathing heavily, hurt and worried. Minho, brother, wouldn't you say something? Then exhaled through his nose, looking at him with calm seriousness. Then I'm with you. Minho's shoulders relaxed with relief. Then I'll talk to auntie. She'll listen to me. Minho small emotional trust his brother Then more than anyone. Mrs. Kim, don't worry, beta. We are all with you. Anna, yes, Minho, we'll support you no matter what. Minho finally breathes a fire fully, his eyes softening with gratitude. Mother stand near her dressing, removing earrings aggressively. Her jaw is tight, irritation all over her face. The room is dim lit. A quiet knock, and Taeyong entered without waiting, composed hand behind his back. Taeyong, Auntie, I need to speak with you. Minho's mother rolled her eyes, continue fiddling with her jewelries. Minho's mother, if this is about Minho and that girl, I'm not interested. Step closer, expression unchanged. Taeyang, it's about Minho and about how serious he is. Minho's mother finally turned to look him across arm, chin high. Taeyang, he's my son. I know what's best for him. Taeyang, he's not a child. He knew exactly what he was saying today. Minho's mother's expression flattered for a moment. She's a middle class girl, no big degree, small sweet shop. What will people say? He glanced his jaw once, but he spoke calmly. The young people don't live his life. He does. Minho's mother bit her lips uneasy. Theon, I never seen Minho this certain or this mature. He spoke with clarity. He spoke with responsibility. Minho's mother, you truly think she's right for him? Yes. A long silence. Minho's mother exhaled, shakingly, shoulder lowering. Fine, if Minho wants her, I'll agree. Anna sit on the bed cross-legged. Minho sit in front of her, fidgeting with his fingers, cheeks red. He looked like a child caught stealing chocolates. Anna, so tell me honestly, did you tell Pooja you love her? Minho shook his head, quickly looking at the floor. Minho, no. Anna, you want to marry her without even confessing? You think she's magically no? Minho, the Pooja is very traditional girl. She believes in marriage more than romantic love. Anna's scolding stopped. She watched him, surprised by how sincere he looks. Minho, even if I confess, her answer wouldn't change. She'll think about her family responsibility. She's not someone to play around. I really love her, Dee. I'm ready to marry her. Anna's expression softened completely. She blinked a few minutes, emotional, proud. Anna, my little brother has finally grown up. She reached out, patting his shoulder affectionately. Okay, then tomorrow me and Grandma will go to Pooja's home. We will talk to her mother about the proposal. Who? Really, Dee? Anna, of course, if you are serious, we are with you. Minho smiled shyly, lowering his head, but he couldn't hide the tiny blush on his cheek. Is in the kitchen kneading dough. Her hands and cheeks are slightly coated with wheat flour. She hums softly under her breath, peaceful, unaware. Ding dong. Wine freeze, whipped her hand quickly on the apron and rushed to the door. And G coming? She opened the door. She
her
stepped
doorstep.
breathing for a
Mrs. Kim
second.
smiling warmly, Anna waving excitedly, Minhu's mother smiling politely, eyes scanning at the house. The young, tall, cold, unreadable eyes immediately landing on Vine's floor-covered face. Vine, Anna, you all here? The young eyes lingered for a half a second on the floor dot on her nose. His expression didn't change, but eyes for something flickered in his gaze. Come inside, Mrs. Sharma. Wine, who is it? Anna. Auntie, it's us. Mrs. Sharma rushed out, surprised but smiling sincerely. Mrs. Sharma. Arey, come in. Please come in. Why are you standing at the door? The room is small but warm. Hand-stitched cushion cover, family photos, soft lighting. Mrs. Kim and Anna sit comfortably on the sofa. Minhu's mother sat rigid, crossing her legs neatly. The young stand behind them with arm folded and frozen expression. Mrs. Park walks in shock but delighted to see them. I go, Mrs. Kimji, Anna Betty, please sit, please. Everyone settles. One stand near the wall, hand claps, nervous to even breathe. Mrs. Kim exchange a look with Anna. They nod. Mrs. Kim, we came to talk about something important. Avan and Pooja exchange confused glance. Mrs. Sharma sits straight. Anna, it's about Minhu Pooja's and eyes Pooja. Wide, mouth parting slightly. Vayan's hand flies to her chest in shock. Mrs. Sharma, Pooja and Minhu. Mrs. Kim, Minhu wants to marry her. What do you think, Pooja? Will you marry Minhu? Pooja, gee, I will marry him. Mrs. Sharma hugged Pooja, eyes teary. Mrs. Park clapped her hand in joy. Mrs. Park, our Pooja Minhu Baba choose her. I'm so happy. Minhu's mother forced a smile, clearly uncomfortable, and Anna elbows her slightly to behave. Wine come with a tray of teacup. Her hand shakes slightly from nervousness. Pooja jumped to help herself. Careful, Pooja, it's hot. Pooja nodded her, but her hands are shaky with excitement and nervous. She handed a cup to Anna, then Mrs. Kim, then Minhu's mother. Finally, she stepped towards Taeyang. Her fingers slipped. Hot tea splatter on Taeyang's sleeve. Everyone froze. Pooja, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wine's eyes widened comically. She absolutely Wine. Terrified. Mr. Kim, please don't. Mrs. Sharma sniffed. Mrs. Kim's smile faded slightly. Anna closed one eye, bracing for the explosion. Taeyang slowly looked up at his sleeve, silence. Then he looked up, his expression came neutral, almost gentle. Taeyang, it's fine. Everyone blinked and exhaled loudly. Mrs. Park covered sign of relief. Wine almost collapsed in shock, placing a hand on her chest. Taeyang, where is the washroom? His voice came out polite and claim, making Wine little shocked. She kept looking at him with wide eyes. Mrs. Sharma, Wine, show him the way. Wine, yes, this way. Wine walks ahead with tiny nervous steps, constantly turning her head back to look Taeyang following behind her. Her cheeks still have floor marks, her finger fidgeting with the end of her dupatta. She started murmuring to herself, complete unaware that Taeyang's sharp ears can catch every word. Wine, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Eyes narrowing suspiciously at Taeyang while walking. Taeyangji didn't shout, didn't glare. Did he eat something weird for breakfast? Wine, but I cooked breakfast. Bhagwan, did I add salt instead of sugar? What if he got sick? Behind, closing his eye briefly, patient, slipping a faint smirk forms before he suppressed it. Taeyang, Wine. She doesn't hear. She continued her meltdown. Wine, oh God, what if he had poisoned him? Wine. Wine, should I call the doctor or say sorry? But if he Taeyang pat her shoulder slightly. Wine jumped like someone just fired a cannon. She spun around too fast. Oh, so this is the wash. She stopped mid-sentence. They are in kitchen, not the washroom. Stove, sink, vegetables. Taeyang stared at her with one raised eyebrow. Slapped her forehead dramatically. Hey, Bhagwan, I brought you to the kitchen. She looked at Taeyang with huge apologetic eyes. Wine, I'm so sorry. Let me take you to the real washroom. Taeyang raised his hand calmly. Leave it. I can wash the sleeve here. Now rapidly like a terrified pigeon. Wine, gee, yes, kitchen is also washroom. Sometimes, hehehe. Then gave her a claim that pen looked roll his sleeve and bent towards the tap. Suddenly threw her hand forward, grabbing his wrist, showing it under the water harder. No, let me help you. You must be angry. Don't need to wash. I'll wash. Then shift from the sudden closeness. Wine, I can. But she isn't listening. In her panic, she grabbed the dishwashing liquid bottle before Taeyang can stop her. Squid. Faint line of blue soap line stayed on his expensive sleeve. Taeyang frizz. His eyes widened slowly. He turned his head to stare at her, expression blank, then dangerous. He opened his mouth. Taeyang, what the?
He stopped seeing one terrified big eyes staring at him like a baby bear. So sorry, Mr.
I thought
Sorry.
I panicked.
Close his eyes, Java cleansing, breathe out through his nose. Then leave me. Leave before you actually wash me like a dish. One gulp audibly, stepping back, immediately she nod, fractionally backing away. Gee, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. Panic hand up like cylinder. She slipped out of the kitchen, muttering to herself dramatically. Stupid idiot wine. Who wash a CEO like utilities? Dishwashing liquid
Why
really?
am
Oh,
I like this?
one. Stand by the sink, sleeve covered in soap, staring at wordlessly, reconsidering all his life choice. He breathed out sharply, a tiny smoke appears. He shakes his head and starts raising the sleeve himself. Anna, Mrs. Kim, and Minhu's mother had left earlier. After finalizing everything, the room still carries soft happiness. Pooja's phone rings. Suddenly, she blinked, her cheeks warming when she saw the
Pooja,
ID's
it's
caller.
Minhuji.
Fine. Oh ho, someone's future husband is calling. Pooja glared shyly and answered the call. Minhu. Pooja ji, I want to tell you something important. Pooja ji, what? Minhu, my family decided the engagement ceremony will be held on next week. The celebration is in full bloom. Light music cast congratulations Pooja and Mehu. A fairy light glow throughout the decoration hall. Wine is in the sweet contour peach sari with sleeveless backless blouse. She held Arya, a tiny bright-eyed girl holding a small plate. And careful Arya, laddus are very slippery. They run away faster than boys who own money. Arya giggled loudly, clapping her tiny hands. Arya, Didi, you are so funny. Young silent mid-conversation with Jungkook, but his eyes frizz the moment he noticed Vance and Arya together. He watched Vine clean her back, exposed slightly due to blouse design. Then, eyes tightened, chest cleansing with strange feeling he refused to name. Jungkook followed his gaze and smiled softly, seeing Vine. Jungkook, Vine looked very nice today. Young's eyes snapped to Jungkook, instantly dark and dangerous. His jaw clenched, his finger curled into a feast without warning. He stormed towards Vine. Vine is helping Arya pick another sweet. Suddenly, Young silent grabs her wrist in tense grip. Vine. Vine, huh? Mr. Kim? He pulled her sharply away. Arya blinked in confusion. Arya, Tete, Didi, where are you going? Stand with her back against the wall. One hand is still caught in his strong grip. She looked up, eyes widened. Vine, what happened, Youngji? She titled her head, thinking, are you alright? Vine, did he again eat something wrong? Was breakfast spoiled? Oh no. Young snapped two fingers in front of Vine's face. Vine, Stin was trying not to show jealousy. And G, yes, straight posture immediately like a soldier. Then what were you doing with Arya? When Arya, who is that? Taeyang, that small girl. Why, oh, that little kiddo. She's super cute, and Taeyang cut her. Taeyang, she's my niece. What were you teaching? Don't you dare to taught her the things you do. Wine's mouth hung open as he indirectly insulted her in the way no one did. She narrowed her eyes. Wine, what do you mean by the things I do? You are talking like I killed someone and or you always manage to do something that no one can predict. Wine, Mr. Kim, you're forgetting that it's my sister's engagement. Why? You think I'll create problem? Taeyang blinked, looking at Vine. He never wanted to make her sad, but the way of jealousy made him look away before clearing his throat. If you don't, then focus on guest. Be well and aware. Vine stares at the young living figure. She blinked before walking back to her sister. Jungkook. Vine smiled, looking at Jungkook. Her expression softened. Vine. Yes, Jungkook ji. Jungkook, I hope you remember me. Vine's eyes lit, thinking to tease Jungkook. She made a weird expression, eyebrows raising. Vine, how can I forget you, Jungkook ji? You called me weird. I remember eyes widened. Jungkook, no, that time I made mistake. You were not weird, but you different. I'm really sorry for that day. And immediately look at Jungkook, sensing that he is guilty about that day when it was not his fault. That was just a misunderstanding. Vine, Jungkook ji, please don't say sorry. I was teasing you. Nothing wrong happened that day. It wasn't your fault. All fault was that Mr. Walking warning sign. Jungkook blinked in confusion, staring at Vine, who was busy in herself, talking to herself while narrowing her eyes like she was criticizing someone in her code language. Jungkook, this girl is literally something. Vine, sorry, actually, I have habit of self-talking. Motivating. Jungkook smiled. He was enjoying Vine is an entertaining company. He speaks something leading little close as music started in background. While Vine giggled, hearing but someone was burning in jealousy, looking at them with clans, feast, and Java.